Hey guys, welcome back to our Miami Redhawks Dynasty. We are continuing in some more MAC conference play as we're going up against Northern Illinois. They are tied currently at 5-5 on the season, same conference record. A win here is going to push us up in the MAC conference standings and giving us a better chance to be able to, first off, make the MAC championship game, second off, become bowl eligible. As we're going to have our recruit coming to visit this week, can we get him impressed enough to be able to join the squad? We would love to have that D tackle, because I feel like we have a habit of getting run on. But we are underway here in Oxford, as Lionel Billup Williams is going to take this one deep to return. Will get himself out to about the 20-yard line to start the first drive. Javon Tracy up to 800 yards receiving. He's been heating up as of the last few games. Will he continue that streak? Another one who's been having a streak this year is Keon Mozzie. He's up over 800 rushing yards. Will he continue that same trend as well? So after the very short gain on second down, we'll be going right immediately back to the screenplay, as we're going to be running this one out with Brett Gabbard. He gets a few yards to a third and manageable. Wish we had a little bit faster of a QB. That could have been a nice gain. This time we'll go with the jet touch. Outside to Cade McDonald, who's going to cut his way back inside, and he's down to the 42-yard line. Really solid read there from Cade McDonald. We'll go back out to Keon Mozzie. He's going to find his way up for 5 yards on the quick throw. Sometimes there's really not a lot open, and you just have to take what you're given. This time we'll throw it out, and what a play from the safety to come flying down. Third down and 4. Throwing. Good throw. It is caught. Javon Tracy, what a catch. What a catch from Javon Tracy. Takes a hit and everything after that play, but holds on. This one is... What a play! Cade McDonald is going to get the touchdown! What a play from Cade McDonald! The throw was a little late just because the throw power wasn't fast enough, and it was a little behind him. But jeez, Cade McDonald said, hey, I want that more. What a play. It's got to be one of the greatest plays of his career. Incredible. To keep his feet in bounds and get that touchdown. So after the huge play from Cade McDonald, it's 7-0 Miami early. It's a nice little possession there. Now NIU will be out to show us what they have in store for us on offense. First and 10. Play action fake immediately. Throwing it right at Ty Wise, and he misses it. Oh my lord. That was right at him. Hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it. Just don't have the athletes out there apparently to be able to get those interceptions. Oh well, definitely not liking what this is. We're going to try to go to man coverage, and instead it's going to be a massive gain. What a call. Breaking tackles, and he's down to the 18. What a call. Absolutely destroyed our alignment. Wouldn't have mattered whether we did man, zone, anything. Nobody was anywhere near where they were supposed to be, and it's a great call for them to be basically just going on a streak. As that's a good open throw, and it's caught for the touchdown. Oh my gosh. Their quarterback is on a mission. Holy smokes. That throw was an NFL level throw. That was an incredible throw. Barely squeezing by. I wish in these games the recruits would be thinking more or less, I could help this team, rather than this team sucks and I don't want anything to do with them. Cam Perry, oh, Cam Perry almost had that there. So, Brett Gabbard let out a nice drive the first time, as we'll go back to the ground game here in a 9-yard gain. We'll see what the next drive has in store for us. Gonna just take off with the QB, and he slides down safely to get a first down. Moving everybody all over the place. First down, motioning Cade McDonald over again. We'll go back to another jet touch from him, as he is going to find his way down for another first down, and he's up over 60 yards on the day. Starting off on the next play with an option play, and he gets 2. So not a lot doing there on the option play. Didn't work out in our favor very well. And why is our offensive lineman attacking our running back? You hate to see it, especially when it's your own teammate who's just sabotaging you significantly. But sometimes it happens, especially at this level of play. Throwing it. What a dot! Out to Reggie Virgil for a huge gain and a first down. What a dart from Brett Gabbard. He was being drilled as he let that one go, but it doesn't matter. He delivers a strike. Moving down to the fringe red zone now. Running out to Keon Mozzie. Great job for the corner blitz. No gain. 3rd down and 5. Throwing it. It is caught to the 1. What a throw to Reggie Virgil. Just whips it right past the linebacker, and Brett Gabbert's throwing darts. Definitely got to see this one from his perspective. Waits and looks at that and just throws a laser to Reggie Virgil, who almost is able to stretch that one into the end zone. Motioning over receiver, try to get an extra blocker in there. Keon Mozzie is going to find a way to get into the end zone for the touchdown. And he is going to put us back up, 14-7. Redhawks having 2 nice back-to-back offensive drives. Brett Gabbert throwing some darts with accuracy. As we'll kick it off with the lead. Can we have a defensive stop, guys? Can we do something here? 1st and 10 for NIU. Will they go back to the ground game? Guess they will, as he's going to get 4 yards on it. Kind of want to send a little bit of pressure here, just in case they do something crazy. And that one is actually going to be a fumble. A strip sack from Ty Wise, but they're going to fall back on it. Great job from Ty Wise just to really put a lot of pressure on him. He flew in there and just punches out the ball. So that'll do it for the first quarter. It's 14-7 Miami, as these are some 2 very accurate quarterbacks right now. Well, it's 3rd and 19. Let's see what they got this time. It is a great throw. What a dart. What a great throw from their quarterback. I mean, he has been on the money so far today. We got to do something to get him off of his rhythm, off of his timing, because so far we haven't really done it. Well, it looks like this guy over here is not understanding what the play is, so they're going to get a penalty. Okay. Is it enough to be able to change some momentum here, maybe? We'll find out. Good quick dump off. Gets a couple yards to still 2nd and long. But he's definitely been kind of shredding us so far. So we got to do something to get him off of his game. Good tackle there from Michael Yarbrough. It's going to bring him a 3rd and 9. So here we are on the throw. Throwing that one. It is intercepted by Rayon Strader. Huge play from him to take it away. Our lockdown corner. Not really, but hopefully someday he'll be a lockdown corner. He's the one with the potential. He just steps in front of the pass and picks it off. First mistake we forced. 1st and 10. Throwing it. Good throw out to Jack Cold Iron for a nice gain. That is a very accurate ball thrown from Brett Gabbert. He has been really on the money today. And that is a great little cut move from Keon Mozzie, who has an opportunity to take this thing, and he's going to fight his way down to the 11-yard line. What a great run from Keon Mozzie. His burst and acceleration once he gets through the hole is insane. His blocking, though, not good, as we're going to lose 5. 2nd down and 15. Throwing that one to the side. He dropped it. Oh, okay. Wow. Well, we can definitely say we weren't expecting that, as that's going to be a jump ball situation, and he can't get to it. It's incomplete. Tried to give our tight end a nice little jump ball opportunity, or maybe he'd be the only one that could come down with it, but no dice. So the lineup for the field goal. Kick is up, and it is drilled right down the middle. Nice job, Dom, as we'll extend the lead. So 17-7. 5 minutes left in the half. Starting to get some pressure built that they have to get through. Huge hit from Matt Slopek. Oh my gosh. I mean, he really took a shot at him, as that is a great throw over the middle to the tight end on the crosser for a 1st down. No huddle situation, motioning over the tight end, putting him into the backfield. Oh, they're going to run it. Good stop. Great play from Eli Blakey. This might be where we try to heat it up a little bit. Send some pressure. Throwing it quick to a wide receiver, and he goes down before the 1st. 3rd down and 3 now. Throwing it. There's nobody on him. Why is there nobody on that guy? And it's a 1st down. He's up over 100 yards already. Dang. Trying to just come out in a simple man coverage, and no one knows how to cover anything. 1st and 10. Making some changes at the line is Hampton. Throwing it right into double coverage, and it's a 1st down. I love it. I absolutely love it. 100%, that is a pick. If we try that. 100%. But for them, not a pick. And that's a huge sack on the blitz. Comes in free. Michael Yarbrough getting a massive sack. Keeps the time moving. Not a big fan of when they go heavy. Throwing it directly at the linebacker, and it's intercepted. And he's actually decently quick, but a huge interception. Brandon Bruce, our backup linebacker, over there in coverage, gets a huge interception to halt Northern Illinois' chances at getting points. That's a great play from a freshman. All right, well, we got about 2 minutes, 15 seconds to be able to see what we can do. Keon Mozzie just going to get the time moving. We'll go down to pretty much a 2-minute warning. Throwing in. Has a guy beat deep. It is knocked down, incomplete. Great coverage. That corner had excellent coverage on that one because it was looking real nice to early start that one. Throwing it underneath. Caught. Reggie Virgil. First down, and we'll go no huddle. Let's see, can we get our adjustment off? Throwing it. It is dropped. Oh my gosh, Cade. Second down now. Throwing it. Has a bump coverage assignment, and Cade McDonald has another first down and more. It's a touchdown on a huge play from Cade McDonald. Route doctored up beautifully by Brett Gabbard, and we are going to get a touchdown on the board. Excellent play to be able to get that bump coverage and have that wide open throw. Putting him up over 100 yards on the day with 2 touchdowns. So maybe could have gone just down there to be able to run some more time off the clock. But all right, so next possession for Northern Illinois. Just dropping it off short as they're going to get about 8 yards and a timeout called. Second down. Throwing it quick. Eli Blakey, nice tackle, but a first down. Tackles him inbounds, which is very important because that's going to keep that clock moving. And it's first down. It just has all day. Throwing it out of bounds finally. But man, if we could just find a way to not have this guy have all day back there to throw. Motioning running back out. Throwing it underneath into the flat. And wow, that guy's shifty. We're going to go pass commit here. So we're expecting that as they make a bad play. Honestly, just a bad play. Communication off with the QB and the running back. Thought they were doing 2 different things. Throws it out of bounds, and that's a terrible punt. Can somebody fair catch that thing? Oh, we're not going to be able to fair catch it? Okay, I'm glad that we didn't get rocked. First and 10. Looking out here. Oh, we would have had a massive play. Instead, we just barely didn't have enough time for it. Kind of being a little bit greedy here, but I mean, if we can successfully do it, it would be nasty. Oh, man, 56 again. I feel like 56 has nothing better to do over here. And that's a good throw. It's going to be caught for Cade McDonald. Who else? As he gets the hat trick in the first half. Cade McDonald over the top. Gets right by the NIU defender, and it is 31-7. Cade McDonald is erupting for a huge game. Well, what are they going to do? 32 seconds left. Are they going to try to get some points here? Because they probably should, but it doesn't look promising for them as they'll just throw it out of bounds. Second down and 10. Throwing that one, he had him, but missed him. Third and 10. Are they just going to be content to run it? Looks like they will be content to run it. They're not going to get it. So we'll just run out the half. 31-7. No point in trying to get any more points on the board before the half. Let's just go in there with momentum. So we're kind of thoroughly dominating them right now. So starting the second half, we'll be kicking it off to NIU. The comeback has to start soon, or it's going to be too little too late. First and 10, motioning over the tight end into the backfield. They're going to be running the ball off. And not really anything great play. Only about a gain of 1 yard. They'll go right back to the ground again. And really nothing. Kind of seeming like some of the first time we've actually had some sort of a stop on defense with the run game. Because it's been tough. That's a great throw. That's an immaculate throw, and he's knocked down after a massive gain. Ty Wise was there, but he's not quite fast enough for it. And it's going to be a big gain for them. Well, after the short gain, it's going to be second down and 9. NIU threatening. Back to the ground game again, and he's leveled. No gain. If anything, it's a loss. And it's 3rd and 9. Throwing it to the corner. It's caught and out of bounds. 4th and 1. 4th down and 1. Can the pressure get to him? Going to. He's not going to get it. Great TFL. Grant Lyons. And we'll start out on offense then. Pitching it out. Keon Mozzie. Getting a nice little, like, shimmy stutter step. Huge play. Triple option actually worked out pretty well. Don't normally get to do that sort of call. Sometimes it is a possibility. Oh, no. He had him beat, and he just overthrows him. So 3rd and 2. Motioning running back over. Gets it off to the tight end, who just puts his head down and bowls his way in for the first. Preston Daniel gets the nice pickup. And we'll go back to 1st down again on the ground for Keon Mozzie. Breaking tackles and a 1st down. 1st and 10. Play action fake. Oh, no. It's going to be almost intercepted. That safety played it so well. That safety really had us baited on that one. Going to be able to throw off the nice screen play to Keon Mozzie. Accelerates down to a 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 2. Throwing it. Quick on the slant, and it is caught for Reggie Virgil and a 1st down. Moving down the field. Keon Mozzie, 5 yards on the ground. Just watching these guys slowly and methodically drive down the field, eliminating any hope that these guys really have of doing much here. Getting the 1st down on the ground. 1st and 10. Throwing it short underneath. And Javon Tracy will get the 1st down to the 7. These guys just moving the chains slowly but surely. Throwing it underneath. Reggie Virgil to the 2. 2nd and goal call up the middle. Touchdown for Keon Mozzie, and this one's basically over. So we both end up scoring a little bit more points at the end, but 44-14 is our final score. Should be a nice little 30-point blowout win for us at home. Hopefully enough to be able to get that D tackle to sign. Cade McDonald absolutely went off. 7 catches, 168 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's crazy. It was really just a complete dominance on both sides of the ball. Looking at our stats, we had Brett Gabbert, 17 for 27, 303 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Running-wise, 20 carries for 96 yards and 2 touchdowns for Keon Mozzie. So close to getting another 100-yard game. But we took him out at the end because he was starting to get a little bit tired, and we don't want him to get injured for the rest of the season. Kenny Tracy, 4 for 18. Again, Cade McDonald, the guy. 7 catches, 3 touchdowns, 168 yards. Reggie Virgil, 5 for 76. And defensively, 7 tackles for both Matt Slopek and Michael Yarborough. 3 TFLs for Matt Slopek, a sack for Kobe Hilton, Michael Yarborough, Corey Suttle, and Ty Wise, with an interception for Brandon Bruce and Rayon Strader. So with that win, Bowling Green got dropped, apparently, in their last game, so they're no longer first place in the MAC, which puts us versus Eastern Michigan for a potential rematch game, now that we've beaten Northern Illinois, with just 1 game left on the schedule, which we all know it's none other than Bowling Green themselves. But as we look at the recruits, I mean, quarterback-wise, Tyler Toledo, we're getting a little bit closer to when I was really going after him so far. Tony Purdom should all be but signed up after this week. And we went through some of our extra hours and added some offensive linemen. We found a couple gems at pretty much each of the offensive line positions. So hopefully we can bring in all 5 of these guys. Alani Ursua is going to be a little bit of a problem because it's coming up on week 14 right now. North Carolina has a 3-tier pipeline and a current visit, and we are not gaining very much at all. So unsure if we're going to be able to finalize this deal or not. Zach Scoble, after the visit week, had a huge interest boost from us, and we should be committing him maybe next week or the week after. And pretty much everybody else, we're just gaining some nice passive interest. And boys, with that 6th win, we're now bowl eligible, and they have us right now at the Cure Bowl playing against Arkansas State. Still have a lot of pieces that will be moving before we get to that point, so it might not be what our end game is. But hey, we might be able to make a bowl game. So we're absolutely just thrilled with how this team has been performing as of the last few weeks. As we're on a 4-game win streak. We're getting a lot of good production from pretty much all levels of the offense and defense. And if we continue to keep that up, I mean, we are definitely going to be bowl eligible and more. It just stinks it took so long for us to hit our stride offensively. Though the defense was also a problem for a while too, because we were giving up a lot of points every game. Now we are playing a lot lesser opponents here in the MAC than we were playing in the earlier parts of the season, so that also could be a say in why we're allowing less points, and why we're really starting to dominate a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball. But I like to assume and chalk that up to chemistry being built. Definitely chemistry has been built between Cade McDonald and Javon Tracy with their quarterback Brett. We would love to see that same thing come from Reggie Virgil, as he started off as someone that we thought was going to have a crazy season and just really didn't pan out so far. Keon Mozie's also been just benefiting from play after play of excellence in the pass game, because it really allows him to have a whole lot less he has to think about whenever he's trying to carry this team on the ground. And when we only have to do about 20 carries with him instead of 25, it definitely helps him out from a wear and tear perspective. Because if he was to go down injured, it would definitely be a problem. I mean, Kenny Tracy's good as well, but he's not Keon Mozie right now. But from all these wins that we're amassing, we might be able to basically be signing a handful of these 4-star players, which would really be a huge benefit from this program, because we didn't really have any to begin with before we took over. But adding them to the squad will definitely help not only our prestige, but also our ability to win games. So we'll continue to kind of keep grinding and keep striving to keep bettering this program. But that'll be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be seeing you guys in the next one, but until then, why don't you check out one of these videos.